Alright, you guys, so this is Crimes and Punishments. It's a Sherlock Holmes game, obviously. This is the PS3 version, if you can't tell by the title. But anyways, I thought I would play this as my next game that goes out every single day. So, you guys can let me know what you think. I mean, I am gonna play other games eventually. It's just right now, I want to get this one over with because I've got a limited time that I can play certain games because of the whole PlayStation Plus thing. I'm only trying it out, and this is one of the games that comes with it. So I thought I would let you guys see what this is like. Plus I was excited to play it because I've seen the graphics, and I knew my PC couldn't handle it, but obviously the PlayStation 3 can handle it. So let's go ahead and see what this game is about.
Holmes.
Okay, I don't want to. What do you mean move? What is he doing?
Holmes, will you stop that?
Oh my god, the carpet.
You are.
Oh my god.
Stop, Holmes!
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded? Oh, you...
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
Confident step. Clinking handcuffs. Policeman. Ninth step avoided. Inspector Lestrade.
Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone, then.
It kind of throws me off that it's not the same looking characters from the show. Mrs. Hudson. Alright, let's go ahead and open this up. It's gonna keep yapping at me. Okay, investigate the murder of Peter Carey. Inspect the crime scene at Woodman's Lee. Select the suit to wear using your personal wardrobe and join Lestrade at Woodman's Lee. So the suit, I would think, is the first thing we'd do. Okay, there's a map. Cool. I will. I just want to get a suit first. Do I actually get to choose it? Yes. I do. I don't like any of these. That's okay. We'll do this one. Makeup table. Oh, I can change him. Let's talk to Miss Hudson.
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
Don't worry.
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
Okay, we're just gonna go.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Wow. Oh, I can't walk. How do I... Okay, I gotta walk. Is there a run?
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
I don't think there is a run.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Okay.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
What about before?
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Okay, when was the body found?
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
So we're gonna go see what she's talking about in a second. I didn't want to go in first. I knew the body was in there because that police officer was in front of it. Okay, did he have visitors?
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. We lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
Okay, is there a gardener?
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Why did she look so angry at that? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on? What does this say here? I can't read it. So I guess we're uncovering things, like literally. Let's look at the gloves. I don't understand. What else is there? I can't read what that says. I feel, like I'm violating her. What is this here? Nothing? Oh, well. That was really cool. Character portrait.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Profile of the victim? I mean... What? Select the correct answer.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes. Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Yeah, how do I? Pilgrimage. I guess? I really don't know. I guess I'll just go through them.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
That's me.
Thank you, madam.
Yep, thank you, madam. I know how well I did. So, let's talk to him.
Mr. Holmes?
Yes?
Mr. Holmes?
That's all you got to say? Okay. Let's go ahead and go down to see the body. Do I need to examine it, or is it just going to say the same thing?
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Good. Great. Fantastic. Inspector?
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Thank you.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
Let me see and make sure. I mean, I don't think he's stupid. Okay. Concentrate your attention on finding details that others are inclined to overlook. Well, I mean, I don't think he's not going to miss
These scratches
that.
are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Perhaps. Let's go in.
What a terrible way to die.
Yep. Wow. This is creepy. Let's look at the map. Ooh, what was that? What was that?
Hammerfest.
Okay, well, why do you tell me that?
Dundee. It's a whaling map.
Huh. Okay, and the thing that's in him, isn't that like a whaling thing? I'm not sure, I could be totally wrong. Like the spears that they used?
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
Probably. There's something missing here, isn't there? Suspiciously empty space. Outline on the dust, or in the dust.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
Okay. What else should we look at? Ship's logs.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Well, is there other stuff? What's the harpoon? That's what it is.
Harpoons for hunting whales.
That's what's in him. The third one. Ooh, boots.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
Okay. We're very smart to know that. Ooh.
Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
You sure? Okay, let's examine the table before we get to the body. Dirty glass.
Someone drank from this glass recently.
And there's 2 of them.
Someone drank from this glass recently.
Yeah, okay.
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
Rotate. Open it. Okay. Tobacco.
This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
That sounds very difficult. Let's try. There's a skip button, and I feel like I'm gonna use that because I'm not understanding how to do this, and it's not really letting me move these pieces correctly. I think it's supposed to be a boat, but I can't get it to work right. So let's just see what happens when I do skip.
Yes, this is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
I never would have got that on my own. I think I'm going to skip those just to save time. Plus, I would skip through it anyways if I were actually doing it, you guys, so. Alright. Anything else to examine? Let's examine the ship's nameplate and then we'll examine him.
She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
Alright, let's go ahead and examine Peter Carey.
The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
Well, yeah, he goes whaling.
Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
Probably.
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Yes. Pool of blood. I love how it lets me see down there. Wait. Pool of blood. Examine corpse.
This wooden handle is plain and solid.
Yeah?
This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
No, he didn't. So this is, like, we're gonna have to figure out this murder big time. This is, before there was, like...
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
Being able to, like, pop somebody's blood into a machine and figure out whose it is. So, we're gonna have to figure it out.
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Can we open it? I want to open it. Oh, yeah, it says open. I have to, like, double-click X.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Not totally sure, bro. Let's check our thing, because it just keeps popping up, so... Alright, we're good. I think that that's all we can do, really, when it involves him right now, the body. So let's go ahead and get out of here.
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
Yeah? Oh, okay, whoa, what is this thing? Find a pair of related clues, and they will form a deduction. Oh, great. I didn't even read all of it. No gardener. Pin to the wall. Break-in attempts. I mean, break-in attempts? And notebook? Draw a clear picture of the crime by forming your deductions from the combination of clues. Track down the guilty party. An ambush must be made tonight to see if the break-in attempt will be repeated.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Okay, let's organize. Organize an ambush. What do I do exactly to do that? Oh, I see. Go to the actual thing. Completed. We completed that. So, let's go ahead and get out of that. I think we just talked to him.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Alright, you guys. So I think I'm going to end the first part here. And we will deal with the ambush and all that next time. But hopefully you guys are enjoying this. It seems to be sort of, not glitchy, but the frames seem to be all wacky. I don't know if that's just me on my TV screen. I was going to say computer. But I don't know if that's just me or if it's going to show up in the video. So I will see you guys next time.